Good morning, everybody. Actually, it might be afternoon. Oh, 11:50. We're still morning. It is May the 31st. It is Friday. And today I had two things that I went to. One was the well, and we will cover that in a few minutes. And the other one was the mini distribution. And I have about maybe 12 items on the mini distribution. So let's go ahead and look at that. I will put that away and then I will come back and cover the well. I don't know if I'm going to do that in one or two separate videos. I guess it just depends on how it goes this morning. So today when I went to mini distribution, I was 15th in line and they did not have very much. Now that's okay because sometimes they are loaded and you just walk away with, bag after bag, and sometimes they are not, and that's okay. So let me show you what I did get. I'm very happy with it. It'll be nice for my family this week and for some little preservation projects. Now the first thing that I got was some onions, and I believe I got 7 of them, and they look like that. I just popped them into this bowl. Now today I will be peeling and chopping these and freezing them. That's just what works best for me for the way that I cook. Here, I'm going to step away from the camera because I just need this heavy bowl out of my way. All right, so we've got that. The second thing I got was some fresh mushrooms, and these I just want to put in the refrigerator and eat fresh for the next week or so. Whatever I don't go through in a timely manner, I will dehydrate. So some mushrooms. Those look pretty good, right? Yep. I also got a package of baby spinach, and I'm going to need to take a look at that. It looks pretty good on the bottom, but I see just a couple things on top. So I'm going to need to pick through that and see what we're looking at and get that cleaned up and ready to use probably fresh this week. I also got 4 or 5 bananas, and those look pretty good. My husband will probably eat those up in the next few days. I will eat them. I don't know. Grandma doesn't like bananas, so she won't eat them, though she will drink them in smoothies. Now, I got a roast beef sandwich today, and Grandma will be getting that along with the potato salad. Just like I did last week, I will probably keep the grapes, add some oranges, and I'm not sure that the apple slices are going to be good. I will check that when I make her lunch. The rest is kind of bread products. I got these. These are organic garlic and herb bagel chips. I think my husband will like those, and so I picked those up for him. And then I got a little package of bran muffins right there. I got a little thing of, 2 little things of bagels, 4 bagels in each bag. Looks like these bagels right here they're called Very Berry. So those look nice. And then this is an assorted. It looks like 2, well, I don't even know. Little assorted. I know there's a jalapeno one right there, which Addie will like. This is sesame. This is probably a cheese and probably a cheese. So that looks good. Then I got a package of pretzel buns. I'm planning on making chicken patty sandwiches, and these will be good for that. I will do that probably tomorrow. And then 2 loaves of bread. One is a sourdough jalapeno cheddar. My husband loves that. And the other one is an old-fashioned brown bread. And I will like that right here. So I'm going to go put these in the refrigerator or the freezer, wherever they belong. And then I'm going to come back and show you what I picked up from the well. Okay, this is a case of lemons that I picked up from the well today. You can see how beautiful those look. I will be processing those in the next few days. These are about a half a case of red peppers that I have to process. The other half went to our friend. I have 1 head of cauliflower. I did pick up 3. The other 2 went to our friend. Right here is a 50-pound bag of carrots. I will be processing about half of those, and then I'll be giving the other half to our friend Ghanem. And right here you can see some little mini watermelons. They're a little bit overripe, so I'll be checking them. If they're still pretty good, I will be chunking them up and putting them in the refrigerator. If not, I will be feeding those to my chickens. Also, I might juice them and make watermelon juice out of them. This is a case of apples that I also picked up. They look more like juicing apples rather than fresh eating apples, but we'll check them out one by one and see what we think. All right, I am back from running all of my errands this morning. Now it is time to process some of the things that I picked up today from the well and from mini distribution from my local food bank. So I have actually quite a bit of work to do. I have a bunch of peppers to process. I have a head of cauliflower to process. I have mushrooms and onions to process. And then I've got carrots. I've got apples that I don't need to do anything with today. And I have a case of lemons that I don't need to do anything with today. And I'm already exhausted, people. Right over here in my crock pot, I have some chicken fajitas. And right here is my crock pot for chicken fajitas. It's only about halfway. I just added the peppers and the onions. It smells really good, but it's got to cook for a while yet. All right, I am busy processing. So I finished the red peppers. And I have a gallon bag of pepper strips to go in the freezer. And I also have a bag of the chopped peppers to go into the freezer. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to run over to the sink and I'm going to do my dishes. Can you see how I've got a few dishes there? I'm going to do those, and then I'm going to slice my mushrooms. I like to slice them. I don't care if they're cleaned up or not. I like to slice them first, and then I like to throw them in a sink full of water and rinse them, 5 or 6 times, and then lay them out on a towel to dry. I find that gets the mushrooms so clean and so tidy, and it doesn't make me as crazy. Let's see how our fajitas are doing. Can you guys see? I don't know if you can see that. Let me smell that. Let me take a look at that. See what we're looking at. That smells really good. That chicken's got to cook down quite a bit more, but the seasoning smells really good. The peppers look beautiful. We're going to eat those on flour tortillas tonight with some chipotle sauce, some cheese, some sour cream, some avocado, if I remember to pull some out of my refrigerator. Anyway, let me get these in the freezer. So I have mushrooms, cauliflower, and onions left to do. And carrots. I might not do the carrots today. We'll see. Good morning, everybody. Is it morning? No. Oh my God. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It is Sunday though, so at least I know that's right. Happy Sunday to you. I hope you guys are having the best Sunday ever. If you are new here, my name is Deanna, and this is a channel called Food Bank Beautiful. And usually I am sharing my food bank hauls with you, and then I cook a couple times during the week, or I do projects and I show you what I've done. Every once in a while I do fun stuff like show you my garden or, bring you along to clean some horrible little space in my house, but that's not going to happen today. Why isn't that going to happen? All right, let me tell you why that's not going to happen. My husband and I bought a juicer with the big intent of juicing a lot of the fruit and carrots that I have. You might remember that I ended up with a 50-pound bag of carrots, and maybe I didn't share that because maybe at the time I thought I was giving that bag to Ghanem, our friend, but I ended up keeping that bag. So the juicer is now cleaned and sitting on my living room floor, getting ready to be packed up and returned because it was a piece of, yeah, that's what it was. You can say it with me out loud, and you can use your out loud voices. I don't know if I can or not. We'll see what YouTube says about that. I'm not monetized, so I feel like I should be able to say whatever I want, but we'll see, okay? Now, before the juicer showed its true and real colors, I was able to take some of the lemons that I had, and I made 2 pints of lemon juice. Those are 2.5 pints. I have a half pint here that's open. Those are just going to sit in the refrigerator. I think I'm going to use that lemon to make some strawberry lemonade concentrate. So it can sit in the refrigerator for 4 or 5 days and be perfectly fine. Now, in anticipation of the juicer, we cut up a bunch of apples to go in our juicer. And now I have a bunch of apples. I guess that's not a bunch. I like to exaggerate. I have a bunch of apples. And I'm thinking about going ahead and cutting up some more and starting some apple butter. I may or may not do that today. Do not quote me. The other thing I'm doing is, if you look right over here, you will see my sink full of carrots, right? The rest of my kitchen doesn't look too bad, does it, people? If you're one of my regular followers, I can just assume that you are doing this for me because my kitchen is, you know, pretty stinking clean. All right, so I started those carrots last night, and I threw them in small batches in the sink with cold water, and then I cut the ends off and scrubbed them, and then I put them in bags that look like this. This is the smallest bag, but I have 5 of these. The other 4 are full. So I'm going to go ahead and process those today, at least get them in bags and put them in the refrigerator so that they stay nice, because we haven't quite ordered it. We're going to do the return first. But we're going to order a different juicer, and hopefully we will have better luck with the next juicer. All of that to say, carrots and apples, the carrots are a definite. The apples into apple butter is a maybe. And I am waiting for some sugar to come in my Walmart order so I can make blackberry jam. Now I have a lot of stuff to make jam with. I've got strawberries, I've got rhubarb, I've got blueberries, and I've got blackberries. But I really want to make some blackberry jam today, but I cannot do that until my sugar arrives. So, shall we get to it, people? Shall we just, you know, get it done? Who knows? All right, I will come back and show you my finished products when I'm done. Like I said, I'm not making any promises. I could sit down in front of the TV and decide I don't want to do any of it, but no one else is going to do it for me, so somebody's going to have to do it. All right, I'll be back. All right, I don't remember if I showed you guys or not, but I did get 5 more bags of carrots scrubbed up, cleaned up, cut, ready to go into the refrigerator. And that completes the, 50 pounds of carrots. Now, I have a pizza in the oven, which I am starving, so I am going to eat a pizza. But I'm also going to make a batch of blackberry jam. So I got some blackberries from the food bank, and then I bought a bag at Walmart so I could make some jam. So I'm going to get that not started, but everything, the sugar measured out, the berries and the pectin in the pan, and then I'm going to come back and deal with it. Right over here in my pressure cooker are all of my jars. Well, it doesn't look like I did what I needed it to do. Let's get that going. Okay, heating up and sterilizing. And those can just sit there and do their thing. I have not yet decided about these apples. In order to deal with the apples, I need to I need to find, F-I-N-D, find space on my counters for my crock pot, and then I need to peel and quarter the apples for that. Really, I just want to throw the apples in my crock pot, but I don't have a thing to take care of it. So, all right, blackberry jam by the end of the day. I might make 2 batches. No, I can't. I don't have enough blackberries for that. I might make another batch of strawberry jam. Not another. I don't think I have. Yeah, I might. I don't know. I'm rambling. All right, everybody. It is, I don't know what time it is. It's mid to late afternoon. I finished getting my carrots ready, and I did another 5 bags that look like this. So I have approximately 9 or 10 gallon bags of cut, cleaned, and ready to go carrots. That was not a fun job. Current self did not love that. No, she did not. Future self loves it. Yeah, future self loves it. So I am going to make some blackberry jam, and you will remember that I got a beautiful little amount of blackberries. They were in perfect condition. I popped them into the freezer. They've been there for a few weeks. And then I bought another little bag of blackberries so that I would have enough blackberries to make jam. And I am going to do that pretty soon. So, but first I'm starving. I mean, can you see my bones? I mean, bones are just popping out everywhere. I'm going to eat some pizza first, and then I'm going to make some jam. Over here in my canner, I have my jars washed, and now they're sterilizing in the canner. And we're just going to get it done. I am thinking about making some apple butter, but that requires counter space that I may or may not have. So let me get this taken care of. I'll come back to you guys a little bit later. All right. Good morning, everybody. I have been just swampy busy, so I have been unable to spend as much time here as I would like. But I did want to show you my finished product before I put it on the shelves. So when I last left you, I made blackberry jam, and I have 3.5 pints of blackberry jam. So there's 1, 2, and 3, and the half pint, and they're labeled. Okay, so I'm going to put these on my shelves. The jam tastes delicious, but it's got too many seeds in it. I don't care for all the seeds. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to eat it, because of course I am. But when I make this again, I'm going to strain out a lot of the seeds. I just don't care for this amount of seeds in the blackberry jam. Other than that, it tastes delicious, and I'm really quite happy with it. Today, I think I'm going to make a blueberry vanilla jam. Now, my house is a wreck. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being spotless and 1 being the worst episode of The Hoarders you have ever seen, I'm about a 5. But if it's just, a messy house, yeah, it's a messy house. Just kitchen's not in bad shape, but it's just the trauma of living in a very small space. It is really, really hard to keep a small space clean. Because we just don't have room for everything. It's challenging. It's not always pleasant. So I'm going to try to get that squared away. And then I'm going to start some chicken broth. I've got a Costco carcass in my refrigerator. I need to get out of there. I'll take the last of the meat off the bones and get that going and make jam. And we'll see what else can be done. All right, I'll talk to you when I get to you. I will not be going to food bank this week, except for the well on Friday and mini distribution on Friday. I have enough that I don't need to go, and I just need the produce, some produce. Okay, I will talk to you guys later. Ta-ta.